Of Jack Quinn of Fremont, New Hampshire on Candlepin Bowling. Hi, everybody. Welcome once again to Candlepin Bowling. I'm Don Gillis, and speaking for the whole crew, we're glad you could join us here at the Fairway in Natick, Massachusetts for 3 strings of Candlepin Bowling, total pinfall determining our winner. Each bowler takes home a permanent souvenir. These are provided by the Ace Trophy Company of Boston. Each will take home some guaranteed prize money. $700 goes to the winner, $350 goes to the runner-up, $50 available to the winner of each string, and obviously if they tie a string, we split that at $25 apiece. Many other opportunities for our bowlers to make money. Just ask Peter Surette about that. He has discovered most of the ways, and I'll be reminding you of them, although I know you're familiar, most of you are anyway. But let's not waste any more time. Let's talk to today's bowlers, shall we? Jack, I want the folks to see you because I just looked up here, and I can't believe that it is almost 8 years since you were here back in 1984.
It's been quite a while.
How
I've been trying.
Your family has sort of made a habit of being here, hasn't it? Huh? Your mother, Terry Quinn, your sister, Kathy Fuller, your brother, Ron Quinn, your brother-in-law, Brian Fuller. All of them have been made appearances here.
Yep.
And let's see, you and Dennis Shute won the 1990 NBA Open Doubles Championship, huh?
Yep.
So you're hot, is that it?
Well, that was a while ago.
And look who's rolling along here, son of a gun. Wow. Do you know that you, right now, are in first and second place for our next championship?
Hit the ball twice.
A 453 and a 433. Yeah, and somebody else is in there twice too, and that is Gary Casey, because his 418 and his 403. And Janet Pock is still there in 4th place. So you're going to try to hang on to that, huh?
I'm going to try, do my best.
Okay, I know somebody who would like to bump you. Good luck to you and to you, Jack. Good to see you again. We'll get underway right after this.
Today's Candlepin Bowling is sponsored in part by your neighborhood True Value hardware store.
Our challenger, Jack Quinn. I think it might get noisy here today. Each bowler has a good cheering section. Jack Quinn begins with a 9-pin drop. He has the 10-pin to pick up for a spare. Watching some wood rolling around. As we mentioned, he and Dennis Shute won the 1990 NBA Open Doubles Championship, and he's bowling very well right now. He has the spare. Right now, Jack has a 125 average. What a start. Fair followed by strike. Now our defending champion, Peter Surette. Peter, who has won 6 in a row. Ball went off to the right that time. And again, a little too far to the right. He still has the 4 horsemen left side standing. It's a 9. Peter has a league average of 120, but he's been averaging higher than that in the 6 weeks he's been on here. Right now he's looking at the 3, 5, and 9 and 10. 9 and 10 still there. It's an 8. Jack Quinn with 2 marks in a row, coming up now, working on a strike. 7 is the fill, and he's looking at one of those triangles. This one is made up of the 2, 4, and 5. He got it. 3 marks in a row. $50 in bonus money is the start for Jack Quinn. Nine is the drop. He has to pick up the 4 pin for 4 marks in a row. Yes, he has 4 in a row. Now our defending champion, Peter Surette. Peter has a league average, as I told you, of 120, but his high single is 189, his high triple is 454. Looking right now at the 1, 2, 7, 9, and 10, no wood. 9 and 10 still there. A 9. Peter representing the Candlewood lanes in North Reading. Jack Quinn is representing the Lafayette lanes in Amesbury, Massachusetts. Missed the head pin. Wood comes back, but misses it on the way back. He has it for a 10. With a bonus ball still to be thrown by our challenger, Jack Quinn. After 4 boxes of the first string, he is leading by a score of 69 to 36. Today's challenger, Jack Quinn, 4 marks in a row. Seven is the fill. The 2, the 7, and the 8 with wood in between the 2 and the 8 and a piece to the left of the 2 pin. He made it. 5 in a row. $150 in bonus money. And a piece of wood that he would like to have stay on the deck has gone, and he has the 7 and the 9 are standing, and he has 1 piece of wood. It is perpendicular to the pit and to himself. It is just about in front of the 9 pin, and I would say that unless he gets a spectacular shot off the sidewall, he will have difficulty in getting this. Okay, so the streak of bonuses stops right there. He had spare, strike, spare, spare, spare. Now a 10. And Peter Surette, our defending champion, who has won 6 in a row, is still looking for his first mark. There it is. A strike. Thought for a moment he might have a double, but he has left the 5, 8, 9, and 10. Wood between the 5 and 8, and wood off to the left about where the 2 pin would be. He's going to use it, and he got everything except the 10 pin. It's a 10. Jack Quinn. 1, 2, 4. Another mark. Big, big string. 104, I should say basically 114 in the 7th, with a bonus ball yet to be thrown. Two full on the head pin. 6. 3-6 on the right with wood to the left of it. 4-7 over on the left. Giving it a good long look. What a great try. He hit the 3-6, got that 3 to go over and take down the 4, and just missed getting the 7. Jack is married, father of 2. Going after the 7. Yes, he was all over that for a 10. Now Peter Surette. Peter has the 3 pin to pick up for a spare. He has not missed many, I'll tell you. Nine. Is it going to go? The 5 pin is rocking back and forth, but it's not going to go. And Ralph Stewart has to call time momentarily as he looks at a piece of wood that is rolling. It hasn't decided whether it's going to side. Apparently it's going to stay behind the deadwood line, and therefore it will be in play. A spare in the 8th. Now Jack already at 130 through 8. Jack Quinn, today's challenger. A strike. 140. Super opening string. First bonus ball. That gets him 6, leaves the 1, 2, 4, and 10, and the 10 has wood right in front of it. Didn't get it, surprisingly. 9 is the fill, and he'll be going for a 10. And he got it. What an opening string for Jack Quinn, a 159. Now, Peter Surette, our defending champion. Peter, remember, has rolled a 453, 381, 356, 381, 365, and last week a 433. He gets an 8-pin drop and leaves the 2 and 4 for another. Yay! Oh, no. I was ready to say yes, so was he. But the 2 didn't go. The 3 and the 10 with 2 pieces of wood in between and another piece of wood that has come out near the deadwood line. Deadwood line, I've told you before, I know you all know, but just in case somebody has forgotten, is exactly 24 inches, 2 feet from the middle of the head pin toward the boulder. He did not get it. And if it is behind the deadwood line, it has to stay there no matter where it is. If it comes this side of the deadwood line, it must be removed. An 8. So after one, another $50 in bonus money goes to our challenger, Jack Quinn. He's up to $200. The last 50, of course, is for winning the first string by a score of 159 to 109. It's a middle string. That means our defending champion leads it off. It's Peter Surette. Got a break. Now he has just the 1 and the 9 with wood in between, which he has to blast out of there. And he starts the middle string with a spare. Seven is the fill. He has left the head pin plus the 2 and the 7. Too thin on the head pin. He gets it, but that's all. 2 and 7 still there. Now 2 is still there. It's a 9. All right, let's see whether Jack Quinn can keep it up. In case you just joined us, Jack is our challenger from Fremont, New Hampshire, and he rolled an opening 159. Missed the head pin that time, and I think that's the first time he has done that. Four horsemen right side, plus the 5 and 9. Five is still there. It's a 10, so Peter has cut that 50-pin deficit to 43. Everything down except the 7. He has a spare, and he is opposite a 9. Now Peter Surette coming back up again. Al Giglio keeping score on the electronic scoreboard as usual. Keith Williams keeping score on the big board. Single pin to pick up, the 10 pin for Peter. Boy, that hurt. He has missed so few of those, as you can imagine, since he has been a 6-time winner. 10. Four horsemen left side, and he also has to work on the 6 and 9, but he does have wood in front of the 9. He had to get the head pin, and he didn't. He just got the 2 and the 9. Tried to go for it all, and it's a 6. Now Jack Quinn with a 159 opening string. And he's working on a spare right now. Seven is the fill. It's a triangle. 4, 7, and 8. And he makes another one. He's piling them up. he put a strike on top of that. And after 4 boxes of the middle string, where we take another pause with 2 bonus balls still to be rolled by our challenger, Jack Quinn, here he is leading by a score of 57-42. Our defending champion, Peter Surette. He missed the head pin again. But he got a break as a piece of wood has come right across the 1 and 3. Along the back, he has the 7, 8, and 10. Oh, he came within an eyelash of getting that one. And I would say in the last 6 weeks, he would have made it. For example, last week in the 8th box of the 3rd string, he had a 2-pin lead for a spare. He missed it entirely, and there was a piece of wood to the right. Ball went right by. The wood bounced back and took down the 2 pins. And it was, you know, a real miss. That's a pretty one. Very nice. Jack Quinn, today's challenger. He bounced that one off the football line. That was the first bonus ball. The total fill will be 4. On the right, he has 3, 6, 9, and 10. 4 and 7 over on the left. He took out the right side. And that is the first time in 15 boxes that he has not knocked down all the pins. "14 straight, he had every pin down. When they are going for you, they're going for you. I'll tell you. He had a 4, 5, 8, one of those inverted triangles, and got them all. And you don't figure to get that. 3 pieces of wood by the 10, and they were a roadblock. The 10. As Peter Surette comes up, I'll remind you that Don Riley is our statistician and coordinator. 2 full on the head pin, and he was working on a spare. He got 3. Right down the opening. Ralph Stewart, we've already mentioned, he's our lob line judge and referee. Phil Rubin, of course, is our producer-director. It is a 5. Our crew today, Judy Giles, Jeff Sullivan, Chris O'Hare, Skip Peabody, and in post-production videotape, George Ellard. Three pin standing, the 1, 3, and 10. And he missed. It's an 8. I'd like to mention from the Halifax Chronicle, Halifax, Nova Scotia Chronicle, the land of my birth, I have a little clipping that was sent along where I'll tell you just in a moment, but right now Jack Quinn is at the line, and we watch him as he leaves no wood and is looking at 2, 4, 7, and the 6 alone over on the right. Boy, great effort. So he'll be going for a 10. And he got it. The clipping mentions that a Scott Richardson of O'Farrell Chevo team in New Glasgow, Nova Scotia, rolled a maritime record 234 candlepin single. 1, 2, 4, and 10. And his team in that string had 774. And we're not sure, but that might very well be. It's certainly a maritime record. I'm not sure whether it's an international record or not. I don't have that book in front of me. Anyway, it's a lot of pinfall. Another 10. Peter Surette, final 2 boxes of the middle string. 2 full on the head pin spread eagle. Got a couple more. Still has the 3-pin alone over on the right, the 247 on the left, no wood. Oh, nice shot, he made it for a 10. But that brings him to only 88. Nope. 1, 3, 6, and 9 on the right, 4 and 7 on the left, and none of that nice wood to help. The deck is clean. Oh, what a great effort. I mean, that was as pretty a shot with no wood, but he left the 4 and 7. For a 10 and a string of 98. Last week he rolled a 433. Now Jack Quinn, today's challenger. And Jack has a strike in the 9th. Jack has, as you've noted, I know, has tremendous concentration on every shot. He zeroes right in on where he wants it to go. So close to a double. He left the 8-pin. Oh, and he missed that single. And misses it again. For a 9. Another $50 in bonus money as he has won the middle string by the score of 127 to 98. And after 2, our challenger Jack Quinn 286 and our defending champion Peter Surette 207. 3rd string, challenger Jack Quinn on the line. A thin hit. And it looks so unusual the way he's been knocking them down. He has the 4-7 on the left. Over here he has 3, 5, 6, and 10. And he's chopped wood again. Now there are 5 pins still standing. The 1, the 4-7 left, the 6-10 on the right. 1 piece of wood to the left of it. He turned it into an 8. Three, 7, 10. A couple of pieces of wood that have not yet settled down. Both are parallel to the pit. One of them to the left of the 3-pin and one slightly behind it. Okay, the corners are still full. A 9. Now Peter Surette, our defending champion. On the line. Oh, so close to a hammer. He left the 9 pin, and I don't know how it didn't go down. I mean, he just exploded those pins, all except for the 9. Waiting for that piece of rolling wood on the left. As you can see, he has a couple of pieces of wood right in front of the 9, which should make it easy because they're right up against it. Not much chance of it spinning out. And a spare to begin the 3rd string. Almost 2 in a row. 9-pin drop with the 1st. He missed the single, and I guess that's kind of a day. I told you about the man from New Glasgow, Nova Scotia, Scott Richardson, rolling at a 234. I should mention that he had the same as Ed Zernicke, who, when he rolled a 197. In other words, he had a mark in every box, including the bonus ball. I'll give you the breakdown of how they came in just a moment. Jack Quinn, 2 full on the head pin. He'll be looking at 3, 6, 10 over on the right. 4 and 8 on the left, and some wood. No, he did not get it. Richardson started out with 3 spares, then he went into 5 consecutive strikes, then 2 more spares, and on that last spare he had a strike. Jack missed the head pin again, and he has left the 1, 2, 4, 7, excuse me, 4, 8, 6 and 10, and made it. First mark in the 3rd. Peter Surette has just the 7 pin to pick up for a spare. He's opposite an 8 box. He wants the wood to get out of the way. It's not quite up against it. Going right at it. Yes, he got it. Oh, that was a nice shot, because he had a piece of wood that was a real distraction. But he didn't let it bother him, and he went right after it, ignored it. Just hung it on the edge. Here's the fill. Ooh, the ball kind of went off to the right a little bit. 6. Missed the head pin, so he is looking at 1, 2, 4, and 10 with wood to the right of the 1 and 2. No, he held that one too long. And by the time he released it, he had missed both the 1 and 2 and picked off just the 4. It is a 9. Now our challenger, Jack Quinn, comes up, and he is working on a spare. His 79-pin lead has dropped to 60. Six is the fill, leaving 4 horsemen left side. 1, 2, 4, and 7. No wood. Punched out the 2. He tried to take all 3 and missed. This is the 7th appearance for Jack. His first was back in '79 when he was an unsuccessful challenger to Steve Popolo. Don't think any of us will ever remember Steve because of the vigor with which he attacked the pins. I mean, when he wound up and threw that thing, he looked like he was mad at those pins. Six boxes to go for Peter. Five pins still standing, and it's a rather unusual combination, actually. He's got the 2, the 5 and 6, the 7 and 9. And there are still 3. Two, 6, and 7. It's a 9. One, 2, 7, and 8. Wood between the 2 and the 8. Nope. 8 pin still there. 7th consecutive week for Peter Surette. Jack Quinn. Everything down except the 10 pin. One piece of wood is rolling around, and if it stays out of his way, he can get right at the 10, but it keeps tantalizing. It goes almost in front of it, then back. But it's very definitely a pin that he has to wait until it stops. He got a break. He got a break because that piece of wood did divert the ball, but it also hit another piece of wood that went over and got it for him. Six. 3, 6, 10 on the right. 2 pin on the left. Piece of wood right alongside the number 2 and perpendicular to himself in the pit. He tried sidewall action. He got it to come off the sidewall, but it came almost like an arrow and just slid between the 3 and 6. 10. 84. Obviously, it is a 114 in order to get 400. Peter is looking at a 2 pin that was moved, which is now almost in back of the 1 plus the 10. And it goes for a spare. As I said, Jack needs a 114 in order to get 400, so he will need a mark. 7 is the fill for Peter Surette, and he's looking at 1, 2, and 4 for a spare. No, he held it too long. It's a 9. All right, final 2 boxes, and if Jack Quinn, our challenger, is to get 400, he needs a mark. At least one. Not going to be easy. No wood to help. Looking at 2, 4, and 6. No, 2, 4, and 9. Got the 2, 4. So it will come down to the final box, as he will be going right now for a 94. So he needs 20 for 400. 20 pins is what he needs. Does not look good. He's got the 7 alone over on the left. 6 and 10 on the right. Piece of wood to the right of it. Okay, he will not get 400. $104, and Peter Surette can pick up $50 for winning the 3rd string. But Jack Quinn is our new champion. The 4 and 7 with wood in front of it. Good setup. Oh, no! Peter is laughing because, well, it's just one of those days. He's had 6 great ones. Some of the folks rooting for him, hoping he gets 3 strikes here. Nope. He did that in the first show that he did for us, when he rolled a 453. That was a pretty spare. Puts him at 118 and does pick him up $50 in bonus money for winning the 3rd string. Two more. 120. Peter Surette, who has had this was his 7th consecutive week. 6 consecutive victories for Peter Surette, and now he couldn't make it a lucky 7. So Jack Quinn has won it. He's our new champion, 390 to 327. We have $550 in our home viewing jackpot. We have $1,275 in the high-low jackpot. And the total today, both bowlers combined, is $717. And you know, of course, what that means, that all of these cards that are in here were sent in to us with a guess as to what the total pinfall would be, both bowlers combined, on the day that they hope when I put my fat fingers in there and draw a card that it has their name on it. All you have to do is send it in to Candlepin Bowling, WCVB TV, 5 TV Place, Needham, Massachusetts, zip code number 02192, and your card will be included in here. 1 per day, remember? And when we have a winner, we dump it out, start all over again. Okay, 717, and we give 10 either side, so that when I draw the card, if you're within 10 either side of 717, you would win the 550. Just for having your card drawn, if it's nowhere near that, you would receive a handsome gift from the Parker Pen Company. All right. Now we'll find out. $717 is what we are looking for. And that means that 727 would be a winner, right? Okay. Fitchburg, Massachusetts, Pratt Road, Viola Smith, 735. Okay. All right, Jack. First crack at the high-low jackpot. Did he take your lane away from you?
Yeah, that's okay.
Oh, so close, so close. Peter and Jack, if you'll come up behind him here. Now we can tell the folks out there why you wanted so badly to win today, right?
Yeah, my brother's next week. I didn't want to bowl him anyway. So.
No, I was just thinking of the same, to keep peace in the family, because one of you had to lose if you did face each other next week.
That's right.
And so, maybe it's just as well that it didn't happen the way that it looked like it was going to, because the way you were rolling along there with 6 in a row.
He came out of the chute with 5 marks in a row.
But that
sort of put the pressure on.
Yeah, then all of a sudden, the right arm begins to get a little bit tough. Yeah, I know it. And you've been picking up all that kind of bonus money. You only got $50 in bonus money today, but $350 goes with it. And the smaller trophy's going to balance off some. You put that one in the middle and all the big ones around it. Nice to have you, Peter. It was great having you. Jack, wonderful. Wow. $700 plus $300 in bonus money. That comes to one big thou, huh?
Yep.
And, boy, what a start you had, huh?
I had a good start.
You really do concentrate, don't you? When you watch
Oh, you have to.
Well, it worked, that's for sure. And as you know, Peter's brother Tom will be your challenger next week. Okay.
Thank you.
We'll see you then, all right? Bye-bye, everybody.